Eureka students hit the runway to show off their created pieces.
A shortage of workers that doesn't seem to be getting better. We talked to local businesses on the struggle to find workers.
A tradition unlike any others. How students are celebrating for the holidays.
A blast from the past. Students and staff taking a guess at classic toys.
Building bonds with students. We visit with our PE teachers to see how they create an engaging environment.
Dealing with mental health. We sit down with a counselor to discuss this issue.
Best shoe game in the school. One Eureka teacher has the most stylish kicks.
This is EBN. Thanks for joining us on our last EBN broadcast of 2021. I'm Carter Guntli, joined alongside Olivia Crain. Eureka fashion students took part in the Lindenwood University High School fashion show at the beginning of December. They showed us some of their favorite pieces they made. Reporters Gracie Herberholt, Seth Hutchison, and Carter Lewis take us to the show.
The Lindenwood Fashion Show happens every year. The university puts it on, and it's an opportunity for St. Louis area high school students who are enrolled in fashion courses to show their work. The Eureka students have participated in the fashion show for about 8 years. Advanced students start sewing the first week of school, and they've been making their projects ever since.
I've been in fashion since sophomore year. Right now, this is my second time taking advanced creative fashion, so Fashions 3.
So I already taken Fashions 1 and Fashions 2. Some girls weren't wearing the clothes that they made, so I wore someone's dress that they made.
I had 3 things in the fashion show this year. I made a like pink, purpley V-neck romper, and then like a blue and white gingham dress, and a blue and white 2-piece striped set. I won best casual look for the blue and white 2-piece set I made.
And so they had us like line up and rehearse, and we rehearsed for like an hour, and we knew like our orders, and they had us prepared pretty well. I actually thought it was cool. It seemed like pretty realistic to like a fashion show you'd like see in real life. There was real people there, people clapped, they had music, lights, cameras. It was cool.
COVID has affected so many things in life, but one of the biggest effects it's had in our world today is the lack of workers in businesses. Reporters Carson Crain, Ella Hammerschmidt, and Natalie Woodford gave us the inside scoop on how the worker shortages has affected local businesses.
Within the store, we're having a huge problem just finding people and keeping people. Outside of that, it's a lot of products not being able to be produced.
So it's been crazy. I've never really seen anything like this. It's definitely, we've been short in the kitchen especially. People picking up extra hours. I myself have been working extra. So it is becoming an issue at this point, yeah.
Our standards have changed. We've changed the way we do things to save time, become more efficient. And I think also a lot of the customers have changed their perspective of what they want and what they expect from us as well.
I would say like the amount of people that come into the restaurant to apply, not as many people are working in the restaurant workforce anymore. So you get a lot of older people that have been doing it for a long time, but not a lot of new blood.
We've been here for 50 years, and I've never posted like on ZipRecruiter or Indeed or any of these job post sites in my whole life, because we've always had employees. Just your word of mouth, friends, whatever. But right now, I can't get anybody to come in. So
I feel like I saw more people getting hired and wanting to work earlier on. It's been pretty hard now.
We're kind of lucky we have a small staff, so we don't really need a whole lot of help. I'm sure there's other places that are scraping to get people to help, but we're pretty lucky here.
Traditions are what make the holiday season so special. Students have their own traditions that make the holiday season something to look forward to. Reporters Kennedy Christensen, Michael Brown, and Fiona Hines learned about those traditions.
What's up, Wildcats? Today we're in the halls of Eureka to get people's insight on their favorite holiday traditions. What's your favorite holiday tradition?
My favorite holiday tradition is on Christmas Eve when all of my mom's side of my family get together and we all sing carols and dance together and just spend time together.
Probably getting together with my family during Christmas to go to my uncle's house, and we eat food and open gifts, and it's pretty fun.
I play Rob Your Neighbor with my family on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Anything else, Dad? Every year I do white elephant with my friends too.
I dress up as Santa Claus to surprise my cousins.
Fun. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I also eat their cookies and milk.
My favorite holiday tradition is probably making gingerbread houses with all my friends and competing to see which one is the best. Christmas is my favorite holiday and I'm really excited for it.
Well, it looks like students have some fun upcoming plans.
We hope you have a safe and fun holiday season. From EBN, I'm Kennedy Christensen.
And Fiona Hines.
Math teacher Carlo Atienza has some of the best shoes in school. His collection has caught the eyes of students and staff. Reporters Cindy Bailey, Maddie Beatty, and Emma Handrigan find the meaning behind the shoes and the importance that they hold.
Last time I officially counted, I was right about 200. It's probably a little bit more than that now. I haven't kept track in a while. It really started with basketball. Really got into basketball shoes. I'm a small guy. I haven't grown since my freshman year of high school, so I've been collecting since then. Favorite pair of shoes. Got my Kobe's and Kyrie's. Two favorite pairs of shoes right now. The Kobe's I customized when my girls were born. I got their birthdays on the back, 10-20, and then I got 18 in the bottom, 10-20-18. Their initials are on the tongue. And then these, the Kyrie's, I got these customized when my son was born. So the YA is for his initials. The colorway for the white, red, blue, and yellow represents the Philippine flag. And then the white, black, red, and green represents the Syrian flag. I'm a big Nike person. I don't know what got me hooked into it. It's something that I used to wear all different types of brands, but mostly now I just wear Nike. I'm a big LeBron fan, so I have a few pair of LeBrons at home, and a huge Kobe fan as well. So since I've been collecting since freshman year of high school, it's I wish I knew the amount that I have. I wouldn't say wasted. It's a collection that I'm hoping to pass on to my kids. I'm actually jealous of their collection. I know kids, their feet grow at a faster rate than us older people do, but they have a pretty good set of collection, each one of them, two girls and my son. They know what shoes that they can go into the playground with and what shoes they can't go into the playground with. For example, this weekend, we went to the mall and they actually had their forces on. And you know, that little plays at the mall, they weren't allowed to go in there because they had their forces on. They couldn't get them dirty.
He's definitely got some great kicks.
The competitiveness of PE teachers has a positive effect on the school environment. Reporters Mateo Grassi, Josh Travis, and Caleb Wetzel head to the gym to see how they use the competitiveness to create a great environment.
Favorite games now are pickleball, badminton, disc golf, cornhole. Those are the only ones that I can still compete with the young kids.
Well, right now it's pickleball, obviously, but really anything where the students compete, I like to play. So tennis, basketball, volleyball, football, cornhole, you name it. Anything we do in PE is fun, and it's fun to get out there and compete.
What makes me competitive, I grew up with two older brothers, and they were always bigger and faster than me, and it just kind of drove me to try to beat them, and I wound up being taller and faster than them, so that kind of is what started my competitiveness.
What makes me competitive is, well, I probably got it from my parents because they're both competitive, and I don't like to lose, so that's a lot of it.
I really enjoy teaching and playing the games. I can't play quite as many games as I used to when I was younger, like basketball and fast break football, but I enjoy teaching the lifetime sports like pickleball and badminton because I can still beat up on the kids in those sports. I had a PE teacher when I was in high school that I really admired. I've always enjoyed sports, athletics, and just being competitive in any sport. So that kind of steered me towards being a PE teacher.
My first goal was to be a pediatrician, but I didn't think I would make it 8 years in school. And I've heard some of those tests are quite hard to get through medical school. But I knew I wanted to work with students or kids or or teenagers. So in PE, I figured I could also coach, and that would work well with being a PE teacher and coaching tennis.
In recent years, students' mental health is being prioritized. Reporters Maxine Bodeker and Nolan Ortnow asked counselors on their advice for student mental health.
Between mounting social obligations and the fast approaching end of semester, the holiday season can be an especially stressful one for students. EBN decided to take a closer look.
Yeah, it's been really stressful just because we've been taking so many tests this week, and it's also a basketball season, so I'm trying to manage like school and sports, and it's been really hard.
And for the involved student, multiple responsibilities can compound very quickly.
I'm doing Stuco, eCrew, NHS, varsity basketball, and then I'm in 4 AP classes.
But how do we cope with this holiday stress? We talked to counselor Miss Williams to get a few quick tips.
Holiday season can be very stressful for students. We find ourselves with a lot of free time, and then we end up spending time with family a lot. Sometimes we don't feel like we're in control of that time and what we get to do during that time. So some of the things that can be challenging is just having big expectations. Like, I want to have the best Christmas ever. I'm going to make this holiday season amazing for my family and my siblings. And that can really amp up the stress for ourselves. So it's good to keep those expectations manageable. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. Just take a step back. We don't have to do everything. We don't need to fulfill all our dreams in a 2-week period.
But that doesn't mean we're off the hook for schoolwork.
Our semester ends now in January, which is a little bit tricky because it used to be that we ended in December, then we went into our winter holiday, and there was not a carryover. So I would recommend at this point academically to get caught up as much as possible before the holiday break. Future you will thank you for doing that. You won't have to then worry about things hanging over your head and think, you've got this nagging feeling that I have things to catch up on in January. And then just knowing that that extra bit is coming up, I mean, it really helps to give yourself space, an actual vacation holiday mindset of a break from work, a break from that academic stress.
Every kid looks forward to opening a new toy on Christmas morning. Join reporters Clayton Guntli, Jackson Kern, and Drew Steffen as they test students and staff knowledge on classic Christmas toys.
It's the holiday season, so we went around Eureka and interviewed students and staff members and asked them to identify Christmas toys from the 1980s and 90s.
I think this is a gorilla.
All right, this looks like a Wubkins.
So we got a plush like bunny bear kind of thing right here.
A beanie bear.
This is Five Nights at Freddy's.
Teddy Ruxpin.
This is like a teddy bear. That's a rat or something. Ugly Annabelle.
Little Annie doll.
That's a Cabbage Patch Kid.
I don't know what brand this is. Trash.
This looks like the shark from Suicide Squad.
Shark Man.
A blue monster.
We got a soldier toy.
My guess is this is some type of G.I. Joe character.
A Barbie doll.
This a thing with no legs.
And a Teletubby.
Coco Melon. Adult. The Grinch.
This that Nintendo Game Boy. Come on, stop playing. This a Game Girl. Game Boy.
Obviously, the Nintendo Game Boy, one of the first handheld video games. These are the Bratz Dolls, if I'm not mistaken. Atari 2600. I still have one in my basement. This was a Walkman CD player.
Dr. Calhoun clearly knows his classic Christmas toys.
Everybody's got a dirty phone. Join EBN reporter Ben Forsyth as he shows you how to clean your electronics. Check it out on our Instagram at EHS Hub.
Don't forget about Festive Holiday Sweater Day this Friday, December 17th.
That's all for us here from Studio E at Eureka High School. For EBN, I'm Olivia Crain.
And I'm Carter Guntli. Happy holidays, cats.